Do you know why no one is telling you the truth about how easy it is to learn French in immersion in France? Because there is no truth to tell. And because it isn't easy, it won't happen. And for some reason, this is the hardest dying myth in languages today. And you need to hear this if you've ever been told otherwise. People will tell you, oh, you'll find it much easier once you're in France. Like they told my student today, this is why I'm making this video. They say, you'll be surrounded by French, it will be so easy. This student is learning French seriously. He understands the hours he has to put in. And it makes him chuckle to even consider the remote possibility of learning in immersion. Now, I'm not saying that it can't be possible at a certain age. If you're 14 and spending your days BMXing with a local BMX club, and you multiply the hours every week of daily exposure, why not? But as an adult, and to explain to you why it won't work, we'll treat this as a tree with different branches and junctions. Okay? Statement. I'm going to learn French in France by immersion. Full stop. Okay. With who? With French people I meet. Which ones? Well, I don't know. People I meet. Are you sure they'll be willing to speak to you at random? Well, I don't know. I'll see. What are you going to talk about? Well, I don't know yet. It depends on the person. Are they going to take the time to speak with you and offer corrections too? Well, I don't know. We'll see. If they do offer corrections, you're going to make a mental note of them or write them down in a little book? Well, I'm not sure yet. I don't know. Are you aiming for 100% retention rate, like one correction equals one learning item, or are you expecting to be corrected several times for the same error? Well, I'm not sure yet. I don't know. Is the learning going to be gradual first? Are they going to have to speak slowly with you at first? Well, I'm not sure. Probably not. But you'll still understand them? Well, I don't know yet. Will you be having different conversations with different people, or are you hoping to find one person and regularly speak with them? Well, I don't know yet. We'll see. What types of conversation would be most beneficial for you as a beginner? Well, I don't know yet. Probably about things happening around us. Do you think these conversations will rather happen in shops or in public spaces? Are you going to sit next to people on public benches and just talk to them? Well, probably a bit of both, really, in shops and in public spaces. So rather more on public benches, not at the beach. You're not going to walk up to people at the beach. How about parks? And how about the gym? Well, I've not made a list of the exact places it's going to happen. Will the weather and the seasons impact this approach? For example, when it's cold and grey for months at a time and there's no one outside? Or does it work better in the spring? Well, I'm not sure, really. Do you often have in-depth conversations in shops in your own country? Well, no, not usually. I mean, the workers are busy, aren't they? Would they be less busy in France? Do you think they'd make time for you during their working hours? Well, I'm not sure yet. Out of curiosity, have you ever met anyone that this technique has worked for? Well, I can't name one specific person. How can you be sure that the French won't just pigeonhole you as a foreigner and forgive your bad French and never correct you? Well, I can't be sure, but I'm assuming they won't. Do you generally understand English as a grammatical system? No, I speak as a native. So you don't really analyse language in that sense? No, I'm a native. But you'd be capable of analysing it for French, just not for English? Well, yes, probably. Well, I've never thought about it. You'd be capable of saying, how interesting, they placed a pronoun there in this sentence, but they placed a pronoun in a completely different place in this sentence. How interesting. Well, not really. I'll probably just pick up French instinctively. How many hours of exposure will you get in an average week? More than 2 hours of random conversation? Well, I've not thought about it, really. I'm assuming I'll regularly speak with French people. So more than 2 weekly hours, maybe even 10. Yes, probably. How does it work practically? You leave your house, you spot a person and you say, hey, you over there? Well, I'm not sure. It would be based on chance encounters, really. People I meet in cafes or in shops. What would be the ratio of success per hour of meeting a person for a structured conversation with corrections? How many hours do you expect to walk around before you meet one? Well, I've not thought about it, really. Do you think there are many other foreigners in France? Yes, quite a few, in fact. but they'd be willing to make an exception for you. You'd be the one foreigner they speak to at random. Well, I'm hoping so. To end this conversation, give me one argument that will prove to me that your method of learning in immersion has any chance of happening. Well, I've not thought of real arguments at this stage. I'll be surrounded by French. I expect it will naturally rub off on me. Surely. The end. Okay, all joking aside, listen to me. The odds, statistically, that any of this ever happens are close to zero. My best students are clever people who spend hours studying and revising. You need a place where French is concentrated and organised, where the priorities of French are explained to you, where the exceptions are listed, because the odds that you ever encounter all these exceptions, all these cases, all these that you would even transform exposure into a system, into a workable system, are close to zero. Find me at OuiCommunicate.com. Start learning French seriously. My name is Chris. I hope this was useful. Don't believe anyone who tells you you'll simply learn in immersion. It will not happen. See you very soon.